welcome back. You're watching Corporate Corridor. We're having a detailed conversation with Mr. John Abdullah, CEO for Telenor. Now, you must be aware of the situation in the northern parts of Pakistan, the IDPs, internally displaced personnel. Has Telenor been helping them out? What is Telenor's approach towards them?
Yeah, I think Telenor has a history of helping here. We were very aggressive and invested a lot of time and effort in the earthquake period, both from the government of Norway and also Telenor, and we're very proud of that effort. We deal with a lot of CR events, whether that's in education or helping the disabled or others. So we've had a long history of helping people. Specifically with the IDPs, I think there's 2 or 3 areas that we've helped. Number one, we must remember that my major shareholder is the Norwegian government. They own and control over 51% of the company. The Norwegian government has donated over 1 billion rupees for the IDPs. We have followed that up with cash in kind and donations from our own employees of over 20 million. We're also helping in terms of reduced rates, reduced SMS rates in those areas. So again, trying to reduce the cost burden of our services in those areas.
And speaking of the government now, has the government been actually helpful towards Telenor, and anything that you want from the government at this particular point in time?
Well, I think if you look at the growth rate we've had over the last 4 years, I think the PTA has had a very good and supportive group of regulations, so they have helped us. It's not possible to grow at this rate unless the government's working. I think the fact of Q2, Q3 and the taxation, I think we learned our lesson. You can stifle this business if you try and overtax a growing entity. You've seen some relief now, so I think there is a good dialogue and there is a good relationship. Obviously, going forward, any relief that we get in this area, whether it's reduction of taxes or associated costs, it helps us grow. And I think people need to realize if those costs come in line, again, we can continue to invest and grow in the country.
And any new products in the bag that Telenor has in mind for the coming months?
Well, I've given you a pretty good clue with financial services. We believe this is an excellent product, and it'll give the public the ability of transferring money domestically to and fro on a handphone. It'll give the ability of a savings account on the handphone. It'll give the ability to pay bills. It'll give the ability to do many, many other services. What this does for the economy is it takes people out of standing in line and wasting time to a very quick and efficient means of performing economical transactions. It'll have a huge impact on Pakistan.
And this will be the first in Pakistan?
And not only in Pakistan, but the way in which we've done it, in the combination of a telecoms license and a banking license, can be arguably the first in the world.
So at this time of an economic slowdown, you think this product is going to hit it big in the market?
Absolutely, and now is the time. I was questioned, why did I buy a bank in a time when everyone was running from banks? And I think that's the kind of company we are. We take risks at the time when you can make a material change. Pakistan is underbanked. Pakistan is wasting too much time in transferring money to and fro. We don't have money in the system. By getting money in the system, it's an improvement for all. It gives us the ability to loan people money, to create businesses, to improve efficiencies. This has a direct impact on GDP, and we think it's the best that we can do to help Pakistan.
And this rupee-dollar parity that we were talking about before going on to break, so is this going to again stand in the way, because at this point in time the rupee and dollar, obviously the rupee is losing grounds against the US greenback, so is this going to affect Telenor coming out with this new product? Well,
I don't think it has a direct relation on the product I discussed. It does have a relationship on how fast we can expand in rural coverage. There's no doubt about that. Anytime that currency delta is reduced, it gives us more money to spend. So it will have a direct impact on our ability to grow in rural areas.
So Pakistan has potential to grow, as far as the rising teledensity numbers that were released by PTA clearly tell us that the teledensity is at its all-time high. So according to you, there is more room.
Absolutely.
So, okay, well, that's all the time we have for you. We spoke to Mr. John Abdullah, Telenor, CEO for Telenor. Thank you for being with us, sir, and hope you have a good time here in Pakistan as well. And you can write to us. Our email address is corporatecorridor@donys.tv. That's corporatecorridor@donys.tv. For the time being, from me, Taha Siddiqui, and the rest of the team here in Islamabad, take care and have a good day.